Welcome back to my channel, amazing people. It is your boy Manny and I am back with another episode of Self Sundays. I want to say thank you to everyone that supported the introduction of this segment by commenting, sharing, and just let me know how much you appreciate it. Today I'm going to give you guys a quick demo of the Pure Active Intensive 3-in-1 Charcoal Anti-Blackhead, which you can use as a wash, scrub and mask, and it's from the Garnier Skin Active range. I've spoken about this product in my current favourites. This is my third purchase so far. If you don't know about Garnier, you're living under a rock because it's on every single YouTube ad, every TV ad. It's been around for so many years. If you don't know, Garnier is a mass market cosmetic brand of French cosmetic company L'Oreal. It produces healthcare and skincare products and it's been around for over 114 years. That's how long it's been. So if you don't know about Garnier, I'm judging you. This is the product I want to go straight into because I think I've spoken enough. Today's topic is about self-awareness, so do stick around and you get that part after I've given you the review of this product. So I'm going to apply it on the back of my hand because I need to hold my phone as a mirror. So I'm going to start with a little bit and see how much it takes. So this is a little bit. As you can see, this is a little bit. I gave people a sneak peek of this product on Instagram and something that looked like the moon emoji. I'm judging y'all. I'm judging y'all so bad for judging me like this. Like, how dare you? As I always say, don't forget the T-zone area, please. Don't forget the T-zone. So the T-zone, as I said in my first Self Sundays video, it's the forehead, the nose, the mustache area, and the chin. So I'm gonna set it for 5 minutes. I hope it's in focus. I can't see properly from here. I'm gonna set it for 5 minutes. Let's get some music.
At night when you're falling asleep, hold your cell phone tighter than me. You think that I can see what's happening? You want me like ABC, why you creep like TLC? I'll give you 2, 1, 2, 3 till I up and leave. Cause that make me insecure. Me amor, me amor. Intuition usually right when you're not next to me at night. Make me feel I'm losing my mind, but I'm on to something different.
The 5 minutes is up. So I'm gonna have a quick shower, wash this off, moisturize, so that we can talk about self-awareness. I've got so much to talk about. I don't think you guys can take me seriously whilst I'm talking with this on, so I'll be right back. I am back with a moisturized face. I've washed it off, had a quick shower. So my review on this, I would definitely recommend it for people that have oily skin because it does tame the oils, it does clean any impurities. So I was looking for a charcoal product that was good, but also I wanted a charcoal product that was not going to irritate my skin because, you know, I've got sensitive skin. I use this every day, okay? I use it every day apart from when I'm using the Glow Pots face mask. If I use the Glow Pots face mask during the day, I will use this during the night, or vice versa. What I do love about Garnier Skin Active range is it has products for every skin type. Some product like this, it does claim to work for a majority of skin types, but as I always say, just to ensure that it's for you, test it on your neck area. Before I apply cream on my face feels so matte. It feels so ready for the moisture, but it doesn't feel dry at the same time. It feels matte, but it doesn't feel dry. So it's time for us to get into the topic for this video, which is self-awareness. I want to start by giving you a definition, as I always do, and I want to make sure that you guys understand that I don't give definitions to be condescending. I know a lot of us know what certain words mean, but the reason why I love to give definitions is because it helps me stay on topic, number one, and number two, it allows us to have a true understanding of the meaning of the word. I know a lot of us understand what certain words mean, but as I said, it's just important for us to understand the true meaning and not what society says the word means, but what it actually really means. I did a lot of research on this topic. I feel like Makai right now. If you don't know who Makai is, you live under a rock. Okay, get to know. I'll put her in the card section above. I know that Makai does a lot of videos relating to psychological and sociological topics, so I'll put it in the card section above. I felt I was absorbing so much information that I can't wait to share with you guys because it links to my personal experiences. I'm learning about this in uni as well. According to Oxford Dictionary, self-awareness is defined as the conscious knowledge of one's own character, feeling, motives, and desires, and it's from the ancient Greek aphorism, know thyself. The theory of self-awareness was first developed by Shelley Duvall and Robert Wickland. From their findings, they realized that when we focus our attention on ourselves, we evaluate and compare our current behavior to our internal standards and values. We become self-conscious as objective evaluators of ourselves. What I was able to grasp from that is the fact that we are human, we are going to make mistakes, and the only way we can know when we've made a mistake and take accountability for it is when we align it with our values and with what we know is right from wrong. They also said that they consider self-awareness as a major mechanism of self-control and emotional intelligence. So I want to start by sharing my personal experiences of having to become self-aware, and I would say this all started from when I was bullied in primary school. I'm always referring to me being bullied in primary school because I feel like that was the moment where I had to start knowing who I was, and the sad thing was that I was young. I was like 10, 11, year 6. How old is that in year 6? 10 or 11. So imagine, some people don't know who they are at the age of 21, 22. So imagine a young kid having to understand who they are at a young age and having no one to really talk about it to. When I was researching on self-awareness, it said the ability to monitor our emotions and thoughts from moment to moment is key to understanding ourselves better, being at peace with who we are, and proactively managing our thoughts, emotions, and behavior. The best moment in my life was when I started to become self-aware and accept who I was, you know, in every shape, my blackness, my personality, what I like, what I don't like. You know, I had to accept that real quick. I know myself now more than ever, but it's a continuous journey. That is one thing to understand about self-awareness. You don't just know yourself today and that's it. You're continuously learning about yourself. When I tell you I have grown so much in the space of a year, self-awareness comes to self-love because you are accepting yourself, flaws and all. You literally know your strengths and you know your weaknesses, but you're not comfortable with the weaknesses. You're working on your weaknesses. So for me, I had to really evaluate myself at such an early stage of my life. Once you know who you are, once you've accepted who you are, once you are aware of yourself, once you know yourself, nothing that anyone says to you can affect you. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm going to talk about the ways in which you can become self-aware, the ways in which when someone says something to try and hurt you, how can you deal with it? Because words are powerful. I cannot come and lie to you. Words are powerful. Words can kill. Words can hurt. But once you know who you are, once you've accepted, what can they say? You're like, I know, I'm working on it. If it's something that's bad, I'm working on it, because you know that's a weakness. So I also found out that self-aware people tend to act consciously rather than react passively, to be in good psychological health and to have a positive outlook on life. They also have a great depth of life experience and are most likely to be more compassionate to themselves and to others. My personal experiences has helped me understand people more. It's helped me be able to relate to people. For example, my church experience. When I shared my church experience, I never expected other people to relate. You know, when I started to be more confident in myself, when I started to talk about my personal growth, I've had people DM me like, Manny, I don't think you understand how much your tweets has helped me. I don't think you understand how your videos have helped me. because I've been able to understand from my personal experiences that I'm not alone. And that's what I said in my first video, like everything just ties together. Like when it comes to the journey of self-love, things just start to tie together and things just start to make sense. For you to become self-aware, you need to be emotionally intelligent. And I think I will talk about this topic in the next episode of Self Sundays. People that say, oh, I can't love because of personal traumas. Let me tell you something. I grew up without a father. I'm not saying that you should be like me, but there's no real excuse. It all starts with yourself. It starts with knowing yourself, knowing your flaws, and how you can deal with it. For me, I grew up without a dad, but it didn't make me heartless. You know, people say, oh, I'm emotionally unavailable. I think it's an excuse for I have not dealt with my personal demon. This is a weakness. That is not something to boast about. I'm so sorry. I know after I went through certain situations, I felt that way. So I understand when people say that, but that is not an excuse. Find a way to deal with it. That same website that I've got information from said, we are then empowered to make changes and to build on our ideas of strengths, as well as identify areas where we would like to make improvements. And I want to use personal example. I went through a situation with someone, and as much as, yes, I can say a lot about the person, the moment where I started to find peace with that situation was when I started to take accountability for the part that I played in it. Of course, I didn't do anything necessarily wrong in terms of I did not mess around. I was loyal. When it comes to friendship and relationships, it's very important to understand the why in situations, and that is one of the ways in which you become self-aware. The thing about self-awareness is it's not just about looking at the surface, it's about going deep into it, understanding the why. The what is the surface, the why is you going deep into it, you understanding what it is, how it is, why it is, and that's what you can then use to work on your improvement. So when I went through the situation I went through, I'm not going to talk about that because I'm literally past that situation right now. You have to grow eventually. The reason why I was able to grow from that situation was understanding the part that I played. And the part that I played was the fact that I'm too freaking nice. I allow people in without analysing them. What I had to learn from that was that I had to be more cautious of who I allow into my life, who I allow into my space. Friendships too. Who I allow into my life, who I allow into my space. How fast I allow it into my life, into my space. Once you give me that vision that I can trust you, oh, you're welcome. The door is open. But that was the problem. The door was too open. Okay, in friendships and all that kind of stuff. So it's so important that you just understand the why. Yes, the person might have hurt you, but how were they able to hurt you? How? And why were they able to hurt you? It was because maybe you opened the door too wide. I'm triggered, but listen, I'm so triggered right now, but it's the fact. And that is the thing about self-awareness. You have to trigger yourself for you to deal with situations. And that all links with emotional intelligence. You making excuses for yourself is not going to help you in the long run. It's not going to help. Another example is the fact that I don't like being in places where I know there are people who don't like me or who I don't mess around with like that. If you don't know me, I'm very selective where I go to. I'm always at home. I know that I cannot be somewhere where I don't feel comfortable. Because when I don't feel comfortable, I feel awkward and I can't enjoy myself. And I don't want to be in a place where someone takes me out of character. And that's not me saying I'm a bad person, I'm violent. I'm not violent. And I know I'm not violent because I have barely been in fights in my lifetime. But it's all about you just knowing yourself. So another example is education. For me, I always knew that my strongest point was assignments because I love research. Even doing this, research on self-awareness, I enjoyed it. I retain the information better from doing assignments than doing exams, to be honest. And I knew that my weak point was exams. I was A-levels, GCSEs, if I start to talk, T.O. Savage style, listen, if I start to talk. But thanks be to God, I've been able to work on that because what I was able to realize is that, Manny, you're not stupid. You're not dumb. Your mom didn't carry for 9 months for you to be stupid. She didn't. First year to now, I have not failed any major exam. If I failed any major exam, I knew what I had to do to ensure that I don't fail the module overall. What you need to do when it comes to self-awareness is looking at the pattern. Why is this continuously happen? When you have failed friendships, why are they always letting you down? What is going on? Like, when you're having failed relationships, are you just being too open too quickly? As in, like, not open as in the bedroom, I'm talking about open as with your emotions. Are you allowing people into your life too fast? That's what I had to realize. And for me, I have not dated for the past 2 years because I knew that I had to work on myself. Oh my God, when I tell you, when I was in that situationship, I didn't know who I was. I did not know who I was, and that was to their benefit. Because I didn't know who I was, they were able to use that to manipulate. And that is where I take accountability. Like, okay, for this to not repeat again, I have to know myself. I have to respect myself. I have to know my self-worth. Which, see how that links with this? All these little things linked with self-love, and all these things linked with each other. Like, this is what I'm saying, this segment, I'm not going to have fun with this segment because there's so much to talk about. Self-worth is a simple word, but there's so much to self-worth. I understand now. And the thing is that, yes, they fucked up because they lost a very good person. But that's what I had to realize. That I'm not a rubbish person. I'm worthy. That's what I see. Like, it just links, it all links with each other. So speaking of education, I'm studying a module called Energy Practice, and it talks about the personalities and the qualities that you need to have in the workplace, and one of them is self-awareness. I was bamboozled. Like, literally, I've got an assignment for that due in 2 weeks. I was shocked. I was like, how does that got to do with it? But then I researched, and it says a number of researchers have shown self-awareness as a crucial trait of successful business leaders. In a study undertaken by Green Peak Partners and Cornell University, examining 72 executives at public and private companies with revenues from $50 million to $5 billion, it was found that a high self-awareness score was a strongest predictor of overall success. So I want to use this research into my assignment. Hopefully I saved the link of where I got this from, because it is so important. Self-love and self-care does not happen in a day. It's a process. This is why I'm talking about the different topics relating to self-love and self-care, so you understand that there's so many aspects to this that you need to work on in order to be able to develop on it. You're going to find yourself for different reasons in every single stage of your life. In your adolescent years, in your childhood years, in your teenage years, in your young adult years, in your middle age years, in your elderly years. Like, there's so much to learn from life. So the steps to becoming self-aware. The first one is knowing who you are. This is such a simple statement, but some people don't know who they are. You know, there's people that are grown adults, mothers, fathers, elder brothers, elder siblings that still don't know who they are. Sometimes it's not even their fault. I'm not judging you for not knowing who you are, but the only way you can start becoming self-aware is by knowing who you are, knowing your flaws, knowing your weaknesses, knowing what people come and say to you to try and hurt you. The second tip is being able to identify your strengths and your weaknesses, and being able to admit when you don't have the answer, and being able to own up to your mistakes. No one is perfect, but there's people in this world that feel like they never make mistakes, that they're never in the wrong. I have dealt with people like this, and for me, I pray for them, because they will try and manipulate you and manipulate their own brain. Don't. And once you know yourself, you will know the part that you play before someone tells you what part you play in the situation. Identifying your strengths and weaknesses is the surface. You going deep into it and understand the why is how you're going to actually start to become self-aware. What can I do to improve? What can I do to ensure that this doesn't happen again? What can I do to ensure that my strengths is making me prosper? What can I do to make sure that I'm using my strengths to do good? An example of this is the Braxtons. I've watched their reality TV show for a very long time. I recently saw a bit of Trinidad Braxton and her ex-husband Gabe's situation with Iyanla Fix My Life, and a major issue was that they were not self-aware. As Iyanla said, Trinidad was chasing attention, Gabe was chasing us. Because Trina was not self-aware, it affected her kids. And because Evelyn was not self-aware, it affected her kids. And you see the cycle. From Evelyn's situation with her husband, it has affected what? It has affected her kids. It has affected Tamar. It's affected Trina. It's affected Tawanda. It's affected the whole siblings dynamic. You know? And then look at Trina and how it's affected the kid. Being self-aware makes you more compassionate. Because she was not self-aware, she did not know what her kids were going through until she sat there and Iyanla had to tell her, this is what your son said about Gabe. This is what your son said about you. She's like, what? I didn't know this. And these kids are grown. They're not even kids. They are grown men. I want to end this by saying that self-awareness just begins with you. Everything that starts with self has to do with you. Don't let people's words define you. Don't let experiences define you. Because I almost did that, you know, and I thought I was not worthy. I thought that I deserved what I was getting. But I know that, baby, I am the mother freaking bomb. Like, I am amazing. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I don't think I'll be here right now if I didn't work on my weaknesses. I don't think I'll be able to try with people again. I feel like even with Dorinda, when Dorinda came into my life, I was tired of friendships I was talking about this yesterday as well. I was just so tired of friendships. I was tired of new people because I did not want to go through the same thing I'd gone through again. When I took that YouTube break in 2017, yeah. When I took that break last year, I don't think you guys know how much it saved my life. I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional, but I feel like there was just so much going on mentally. I needed a break. And I'm always referring to that I'm back video because I really came back. Manny came back, like, oh my god. So I said I don't rely on people for my happiness. I don't rely on people for, I love my friends, I love my family, but my happiness begins with me. And whoever I'm gonna date next, just know that I love you, but my happiness begins with me. And that was my mistake. It never began with me, with friendships or relationships. It began with people. Because for me, I always put people first, but I had to realize I have to put myself first. And that's why I thank God for Dorinda. I thank God for my family, for my other close friends, for Joyce, because they have helped me find myself. They have helped me love myself. Because yes, the journey is about you, but it's about having people around you that reflects you, that actually lets you know on those days that, Manny, remember who you are the bomb. I hope you guys have found this useful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. Some of the points I was making obviously was from my research, some was from my personal experiences, and just elaborating on those points. But most importantly, don't forget to always do you and be unapologetic.